both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. This is field.
There's never a good place on the end of momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Throwing on first down is Brady. And it's caught. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one. They'll run it with Williams. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ricky Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Easy. Yes. Kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Good set.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Ryan And Shazier coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Breeze to throw on second down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Sammy!
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance.
Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Calvin Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. Past the 20. And all the way. Are able to strike quickly for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Breeze going to throw. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Breeze now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing,
he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
21.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Reed, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in
1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for it and was kicking coverages in his direction.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown to moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Breeze. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he comes back with one complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Breeze now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Calvin Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Bullet good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Here's Cooks on the return. Brandon Cooks, and he takes a play fake here on first down. Out to his left, and he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Brady throwing on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You're good, you're good. Line 4, ready. Ready.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Breeze on third down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
A good pickup there of 22. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Breeze. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
To throw is Breeze. And a catch made by Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Throwing now is Breeze. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Patriots have it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Brady now to throw. And Olsen over the middle. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at about the 31.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw.
Yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Following the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning away. And now running right through it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Williams. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
36.
Breeze to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Brady going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught at the 10. And all the... And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. Back to throw, Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You never shoot